Hey there, DigiCoiners! Welcome back to DigiCoin Daily, the ultimate channel for all things crypto. In today's episode, we're diving into the chaos that's been hitting the Bitcoin network, the rising cost of transactions, and the fascinating world of Bitcoin NFTs. So buckle up and let's dive right in. We've got some breaking news, folks. The Bitcoin network is experiencing some serious congestion, with the number of unconfirmed transactions reaching an all-time high of over 485,000. The average transaction fee has skyrocketed to $19.20, and it seems like memes and adorable frog pictures are causing the blockchain to struggle with microtransactions. Now, we haven't seen this kind of congestion in the Bitcoin network before, not even during the bull markets of 2021 and 2017. It's got a lot of us wondering, what's going to happen when we hit the next bull market and see an influx of new users? Well, the answer lies in the development of Bitcoin NFTs, or ordinals as they are called. These NFTs are different from Ethereum NFTs in two main ways. They are truly owned by the holder, and they are incredibly scarce with only a limited amount created each day. The adoption of these ordinals is causing transaction fees to skyrocket, and it's resulted in exchanges like Binance, the world's largest crypto exchange, temporarily pausing Bitcoin withdrawals. Although Binance has now resumed withdrawals, the issue persists for the Bitcoin protocol.
It's not just NFTs on Bitcoin. The dynamics of ordinals are really different from how NFTs work on Ethereum. They're different in two important ways. One is, as the owner of an ordinal, it's truly yours. No one can change it. No one can change the image. What happened to Goblin Towns cannot happen. It doesn't matter what the creator wants. It doesn't matter what kind of royalty marketplace wars are going on. It's permanent. So you guarantee that the image is always going to be on chain. It's always going to be available no matter what happens. As long as Bitcoin exists, the image of the inscription is also going to exist. And it is truly scarce. It is made out of scarce material. So when you create an Ethereum NFT, you could create easily millions a day. With Bitcoin, there's only 4 megabytes of block space available every 10 minutes. And you got to acquire some of it in order to craft your inscription. And there's only a very limited amount of it that's going to be created every day.
So, how do we fix this congestion? One option is to pay more for a higher priority transaction, but that's not ideal for microtransactions. Another solution is layer 2 networks, like the Lightning Network, which are rapidly improving Bitcoin's transaction infrastructure. Speaking of L2 networks, Ethereum's meme coin craze could also benefit from L2 adoption. Synthetix founder Kane Warwick suggests that the first meme coin to take off on an L2 network will shift the balance, as users will be more inclined to learn how to bridge to L2 networks for faster, cheaper transactions. Now, let's switch gears and talk about Ripple's ongoing battle with the SEC. At the recent 2023 Dubai FinTech Summit, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse revealed that the lawsuit has cost the company over $200 million in legal fees.
So what's your message to the SEC chair as you sit here in the UAE and in Dubai announcing an expansion of your business to this region, given the state of regulation in the United States right now?
Who? No, I'm kidding. All right, so look, we were talking about this a little bit earlier. I find it as a company that started in the United States, and as someone who's a US citizen, it's sad. Like, I have sadness about this. The US is getting passed not just a little bit, but by a lot. And but the tough thing about this is you have a country that I think has put politics ahead of policy. And that's not a good decision if you're trying to invest in the economy. you're seeing, certainly here in the UAE with VARA, the virtual asset regulatory authority. Certainly, what's happened recently in Europe with MiCA. The United States is definitely stuck, and Ripple, the case with the SEC, we will spend. The first time I've shared this publicly, by the time it's said and done, we will have spent $200 million defending ourselves against a lawsuit, which from its very beginning, people were like, this doesn't make a lot of sense. You have video footage of the chair of the SEC as a professor at MIT saying 75% of these digital assets are commodities. And now he says they're all securities because he's the head of the SEC and he's seeking power, and he's putting power ahead of sound policy to grow an economy in the United States. Blockchain technologies are being invested in and pursued in the entrepreneurship outside the United States. And one of the first pieces of advice I give entrepreneurs when they come and ask me, hey, I'm getting something started, I'll say, if I were you, I would not start in the United States. And I think there's a lot of US-based companies and even US public companies that would agree with that.
With a judgment expected within the next few weeks, we'll be keeping a close eye on the outcome and update you as soon as we hear any news. In other news, major Ethereum DApp Aave is making moves to L2 networks. Aave version 3 is set to launch on the Ethereum L2 network, Maze, following a community vote in favor of deploying on the ZK proof EVM zkZync. This is a huge leap for Aave and a step towards alleviating Ethereum congestion. That's it for today's episode, DigiCoiners. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.